I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you could know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that it's just stupid? Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good, so why we dragging out when we've been doing everything we could? I don't wanna feel so lonely.
I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Pete, I'm sorry. I just got burned by a Filipina here in the States that had a kid and just used me to help support her kid because she wanted to be with me. The kid, not because okay. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Pete. There's gonna be shady chicks anywhere in the world you go. There are plenty of disingenuous women everywhere. There's also plenty of disingenuous guys everywhere who treat women like crap and use them for their own purposes. Very clearly what we would be using them for, but not gonna go there. It happens everywhere. But you have to get past that and you have to be open. Going to the Philippines and trying to meet someone from another culture is harder to do than just meeting someone that's here in your local community. You're gonna have more in common with that person here in the local community than you may have with that woman on the other side of the world, simply for the fact that you grew up in two completely different lifestyles. But what these women offer, the genuine ones, and that's the ones we want to focus on. Like I said, a woman asks about your bank account, your house, your car, or how much you make a year, be done with that conversation 5 seconds later and move on. Now be polite, but just let her know that you're not interested in talking about that and you would like to go move on and talk to someone else and wish her a good day and move on. Now be polite. Don't be rude to them. There's no reason for it.
You only make it worse whenever you're around, 'cause I don't need it. No, I don't need it. No, don't need you here.
But again, if any of those things come up in a first conversation, you need to be out of that conversation. And that applies to women here in the US and women anywhere else in the world. Any woman asks me about that stuff, conversation's over, I'm gone. It's none of your business. Those are things that I might discuss with you after I've known you for a few weeks. My wife never asked me once what I did. Well, she knew what I did because she knew I worked for this company because I was filming stuff and doing interviews at the social that I met her at. So she had some inkling that I had something to do with the company that ran the socials. But she never asked how much I made. Hell, I don't think she even asked how much I made until after she was already here and she saw one of my paychecks and didn't understand all the numbers and all the things in it. Because I left one of my pay stubs sitting on the table when it got mailed to me. And she asked me about it, and I explained it to her. And she asked me, she's like, well, how much do you make? And I'm like, oh, well, this is this right here. This is what I keep after all my taxes and deductions and things and my medical insurance. This is what I get to keep every 2 weeks. And she's like, oh, well, how much is that a year? And I'm like, I don't know, get your calculator out and multiply that by 26. Because I'd gotten a raise twice in that year, so I didn't actually know what the dollar amount was actually going to be. But yeah, that conversation happened after we were married as to how much I actually made.
Every time we spend time, I wanna do this for the last time. I don't need it. No, I don't need it. No, don't need you here to feel alright.
You know, she wasn't interested in that. She liked me actually, my wife didn't essentially like me at first because she wasn't a fan of my beard. I have to keep the beard trimmed up because she's not super fanatical about it. And a lot of Filipinas and Asians are not big into the beard thing. If it was up to me, I'd have a Duck Dynasty beard rocking right now, but my wife is not cool with that. And I like my house to be somewhat harmonious, so we keep the beard trimmed. It's all about compromises, my friends. All about compromises. That's the world we live in.
The way you comfort me, still it's not enough. Oh, I love the way.
Perhaps you should consider expanding your horizons. Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
islandladies.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.
But you